What's good? What is good? Just get some water, 2 secs. Okay, so let's see what we have got today. So we've dropped straight away from the New York Futures Market Open, which is normally a trap to come higher. So I am anticipating that we are gonna take this high, sweep down, take this liquidity one more time to push back up, and then we are gonna target the 21,897 or the 50% high ADR. That is my thought process coming into today. I'm not interested in taking shorts. I feel like it's done enough sweeps that taking the shorts would put our favours lower. So I'm not interested in taking shorts from this level as it stands. Of course, anything can change. We'll just monitor this price. I want to see another sweep of this liquidity to cause this to be a displacement candle so that we could put our market structure shift inside of here, tackle this low one more time, and then come fill the imbalances and the vectors that sit inside of this zone and target the 21,746 or the 50% high ADR, or even the 21,897 if all the market conditions come into play that we want to see. So we'll sit and be patient. It seems like we are going to get some volatility, which I wasn't expecting today. So it's a good sign. Let's just see what we get. Hope everybody enjoyed their long weekend. Of course, today, as we know, we don't have much news going on. So this volatility was unexpected, to be honest, but it seems like we're getting some. So hopefully we can hit the trade and continue the win streak that we've been on. So this market structure shift will only be valid for me if we get another attack of the lows. But to be honest, today I'm happy to sit on the sidelines and only wait for my A+ setup. I'm not interested in this being a market structure shift to take price higher and using this as a displacement unless we sweep the lows one more time to take out the 21,583. Normally, if we were just trading on a regular day with a lot of news, I would happy to take this as a market structure shift if we come down slightly lower, but I want to see a full sweep during today's session. I'm not going to be taking 60-40 trades, only 70-30. So another reason for me not wanting to be taking this trade from this level right here is the fact that ES has now taken out the New York Open high. Although this is a trade that I would typically look for, and this is a trade that I would typically enter on, today I am going to pass, just to do with the lack of news. Of course, this trade can still play out, and this might be a trade that is worth taking, but personally for me, I will not be taking this trade as it stands. I'm happy to sit out and wait and protect my capital, because I believe that is the most important thing that you can do. And if it is the correct trade, then no problem. We'll come back tomorrow. There's always going to be another trade. The market will always be open. It's not going anywhere. So I'm happy to miss out on a trade if I'm not feeling comfortable in taking it. Okay, we're all set up now. I just need to make sure I was logged into the right account. Make sure the trader vote's all ready. So of course, typically this would be a trade I would be interested in taking. But for the reasons I just explained, I'm not going to take it. Of course, I am going to mark it out. But for me personally, I'm just not interested in it. But it'll be interesting just to see if it plays out or not. Of course, I would be taking this typically on a normal day. So it seems to be respecting this fair value gap. really, really well, which is intriguing me. Although it has taken the high on ES, which makes me nervous. Let's see if it respects this fair value gap one more time. And there we go. And that's exactly why I did not want to take that trade. So it comes down to patience, and it comes down to being able to understand the market conditions of why the trap was being formed inside of this area, because we had a sweep of the ES highs, which means there's no more liquidity for ES to take. It's trapped the traders to go long, and then bang. So yeah, no, disgusting. And you can see these vector candles give you the insight. This is why I bang on about these vector candles all the time. This is algorithmic. The algorithm has moved that price. You see how quickly that shot down. Yeah, algorithm wants lower prices as it stands. So now we've had another attack at the lows that I wanted. So now we have our market structure shift at these highs here. So this is something I'm more interested in taking. Fuck it, yeah. Outrageous, right? Outrageous. But this is why it's good to have these vectors inside. So essentially what we're looking for now, shorts have been triggered, stops have been hit. So now everybody has a short consensus. Now we want to start looking for the longs, because we understand that if the market makers going short, if retail are going short, market makers going long. So he has to see a return on his investment at some point. So that is what we're triggering right there. So I hope that gives you a good understanding of why I like to keep these vectors on my chart. We didn't see a green push up, so we knew that the market maker hadn't fulfilled the business model. So that is the reason for sitting out of the trade, and also ES taking the highs. So we can see here now that we have the purple vector. Last time we had the purple vector, we had a displacement higher to attack the highs. So this is something that has a little bit more confidence for me to take. Of course, there has to be other things that come into play before I'm happy to pull the trigger. But this is a good indication. This is a good indication. If we could get one more sweep to give us the power of three hits to the low, this would then turn into displacement, which give us a better entry and more chance of hitting a profitable trade. Because with the market structure shift being at this high, this isn't a lot of leg room for price to move in our favour. Ideally, we need it to be lower so that we have much better leg room, and that would put our first TP inside of filling this red vector, which is ideal. But of course, that's an ideal world, and we don't live in that, so we'll just have to wait and see. So I'm just marking out the 50% retracement of the red vector inside of this zone. So if we can get a break above the 50%, typically that means that we are going to engulf the rest of the candle. We'll also mark that out on ES. So you can see that's a clean 50% retracement. So I do have another house viewing today as well. So I've got 3 houses to view today. Hopefully I can get a deposit down and get one paid. So let's see another attack of these lows. This would be ideal. The 3 hits to the low can either happen on NQ or ES. So if ES takes the lows before NQ does, that'll validate NQ and vice versa. Shit. Apologies, guys. I just need to go on a phone call with the landlord that I'm trying to get the property from. But obviously, if I see a trade, I'll mute the guy and I'll come straight back on the mic. Apologies, I'll be 2 seconds. Okay, we're back, guys. Apologies for that. Trying to arrange some transport so I could monitor the second macro as well as. But unfortunately I can't, so I'm just going to have to do it on the road. So we're just still waiting for a clean displacement above this market structure shift coming in at the 21,636.50. That will be the point that I would like to be taking the long from if we get an entry inside of that zone. But as it stands, you know, I sound like a broken record, but there's nothing to do. So it looks like we might be getting a setup forming. Yeah, this price action's trash. What a load of shit. So we have about 5 minutes left. Of course, we need to trade within 4 minutes to form, which means we need a displacement, the value gap, and an entry. So we need this candle to push up a lot of points in this minute. Otherwise, that will be us done for this session. And to be honest with you, I'm happy to just turn the charts off for the day at this point. We had volatility coming into the New York session, but as we can see, we're just stuck in this range and we're not really moving. So I will monitor price during the second macro, but of course, once again, I'll only be looking for A+ setups, not taking these half entry points, because you can see what happens when you try to force a trade in the market conditions that we are in, and that just comes down to pure experience. Yeah, of course, it just comes down to experience, my friend. So I've been trading these markets since I was a teenager, so and now I'm 25, 26, 20, I don't know. I think I'm 25 or 27 or something. You know, you get to that age where you start forgetting, but I've been doing this a little while. I've seen these trades, this happen on a regular basis, and that's why I am more hesitant than some traders that are out there. And I'm okay with being more hesitant. Yeah, okay, I don't hit those monster trades left, right, and centre, but I also don't hit those stop outs as often. So it just comes down to your personality and your experience inside of the market. So I understood that today, with the Trump inauguration coming in and the no news, I knew that there was going to be a tricky day. I said this to you guys in the morning, and I also made it clear last week that today and tomorrow are going to be difficult days to trade. And there we go. So we have that other hit to the low. So now we had 3 hits to the low. So I will monitor the second session because this is now turned into a clean setup with the 3 hits. 1, 2, and 3. Who's just taking money? Oh, fuck it, you can have it. Yeah, bro, it's just, yeah, it was just down to the market conditions that we had today. If this was a day with Red Folder News coming out at 1:30, well, 9:30, and this was the candle that pushed price down, I would have 100% taken the trade. But just due to the no news, the sweep of the ES highs is not the trade I'm interested in taking. Is there any questions that you guys have before I turn off the stream? As I won't be going live for the 2nd AM, I don't think there's any point, but I will monitor and let you guys know. So if you have any questions, now is the time. Yeah, so make sure that you guys are watching the vector candles. If you go through all of the shorts that I've put out on Instagram and YouTube and TikTok, you will see that the majority of the trades that I take will be based off the vector candles. For me, the vector candles are up there with one of the most important things because this helps me see the algorithm moving, and this is what gives me a unique edge over other people in the industry. I'm not saying that other people in the industry don't know what they're doing. I'm not saying that at all, so don't get that twisted. Everyone's got their own way of doing things. This is just my unique way because I understand this system. I've traded this system for years. I understand how this works. So yeah, hopefully I've explained clearly in that other video. It's quite a difficult thing to explain. It comes down to more, you need time inside of the market to understand the vectors. You need time to understand it. It's not something that you can just tell somebody and they will learn instantly. It's something that you need to actively have on the charts and apply them, understand them. And there's no instruction manual to trade in these. You know, when I downloaded them, it was on a platform called MT4, which was a forex platform. And mate, they used to look nothing like this. They were super dodgy. There was no instruction manual on how to trade them. You had to learn it yourself. And I learned all of this just by being in the market and understanding how it moves. So I understand if that video isn't clear because it's not something that's easy to explain. Something that you need to actively apply yourself to learn. I've just given you the tools to skip the queue because when I first traded, there was no instruction manual at all. So hopefully I've given you a small instruction manual that you can take away with you. But I'm going to call the stream there, and I will see you guys inside the 2nd AM and also see you guys tomorrow inside the 1st AM live. So peace out, man. Peace out.